Welcome back once again, all of my low carb friends, and for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Today I have another very easy dessert recipe for you. Today we are going to make keto lemon bars. These are quick, these are easy, these are delicious. Even if you're like me and not a huge lemon fan, I guarantee you will still love these lemon bars. And if you want a printable version of this recipe, you can check out my website at janet'sdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this recipe and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see lots of easy, delicious, low-carb keto recipes, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time I put out videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And if you'd like to help support the channel, make sure you scroll down in the description of the video. You'll see some affiliate links. Anytime you purchase anything using those affiliate links, a small portion of your purchase will go to me and help support the channel. So while you do all that, let's get cooking. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Line a 9 by 5 inch loaf pan with parchment paper and allow the paper to hang over the sides just a little bit so you can use this as handles to lift your bars out once they're done baking. Place 9 tablespoons of very soft butter into a large mixer bowl. Make sure the butter is very soft. You do not want it to be melted, but you do want it to be very soft so that when it beats together, it beats in smoothly. Beat the butter on low for about 10 seconds or just until the butter starts breaking up a little bit. Then increase the speed to medium and beat on medium for 30 to 45 seconds or until the butter is smooth and creamy. If you don't have a standing mixer, you can use a hand mixer or just a wooden spoon. It'll take a little bit more effort, but it'll still turn out fine. You just want to make sure that your butter is very creamy and completely smooth when you're done mixing it all together. Scrape down the sides of the bowl and push the butter to the center of the bowl. Add 2 large room temperature eggs. Make sure they are room temperature so they mix together more smooth. Beat the eggs together with the butter on low for about 10 seconds or just until the eggs start combining. Then increase the speed to medium-low and beat on medium-low for about 30 seconds or until the butter and eggs are completely combined. Scrape down the sides of the bowl and again push everything to the center of the bowl. Add 8 grams or around 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. You can adjust this more or less depending on how much of a vanilla hint you want in your bars. Add 28 milliliters or around 2 tablespoons of room temperature fresh lemon juice. This will just give you a light lemon flavor. If you want more of a dominant lemon flavor, then you might want to add a teaspoon or so of lemon extract. Lemon extract is stronger in flavor than lemon juice is. Again, that's up to you how strong you want your lemon flavor to be. Beat everything together on low for about 10 seconds or just until everything starts combining. Then increase the speed to medium-low and beat on medium-low for another 30 seconds or until all the wet ingredients are fully combined. Scrape down the sides of the bowl once again and push all the ingredients to the center of the bowl. Sift in 100 grams or around a half cup of the granulated sweetener of your choice. I'm using granulated monk fruit sweetener. You can use whatever granulated sweetener you want. You can also adjust this more or less depending on how sweet you want your lemon bars. Add 10 grams or around 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And if you want to, you can add some dry spices to level out any coconut flour taste. Sift the sweetener and baking powder into the wet ingredients until there are no lumps. Beat on low once again for 10 seconds or until the dry ingredients becomes moist. Then increase your speed to medium-low and beat on medium-low for another 30 seconds or until everything is fully combined. Again, scrape down the sides of the bowl and push all the ingredients to the center of the bowl. Sift in 63 grams or around 9 tablespoons of coconut flour. If you don't have a sifter or a mesh strainer, then place your dry ingredients in a separate mixing bowl and use a whisk and whisk them together until there are no lumps. You want to make sure that when you are adding your dry ingredients to your wet ingredients that there are no lumps. That way everything can mix together smoothly and you don't have to worry about there being a clump of coconut flour or a clump of sweetener that doesn't get mixed in well. Beat everything together on low for about 10 seconds, or just until the coconut flour starts incorporating in with the rest of the ingredients. Then increase your speed to medium and beat on medium for 30 to 45 seconds, or until everything is fully combined and a smooth dough is formed. And one more time, scrape down the sides of the bowl and push all your ingredients to the center of the bowl. Form your dough into a smooth ball. Then massage the ball in your hands for about 1 minute. This is going to help absorb any extra moisture. It's also going to help you make sure that you have the right texture of dough. Your dough should be smooth and moist, but it should not be sticking to your hands. If it's sticking to your hands, then you need to add just a tiny bit more coconut flour. If it feels crumbly or feels like it's not holding together well, then you need to add a little bit more of a binding agent, either a little bit of xanthan gum or another egg. I tell you guys all the time that coconut flour can vary in density depending on your brands. So if you have a more dense coconut flour, you'll need a little bit more moisture. If you have a less dense coconut flour, you don't need as much moisture. For me, this is perfect just the way it is. I don't need to add anything. After you've massaged the dough and you've got the right texture, form it back into a ball and place the dough into your prepared loaf pan. Press the dough evenly throughout your loaf pan. Then place the pan in your preheated oven and bake at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes or until golden and the tester comes out clean. Once the bars are done baking, remove them from the oven. They still will be soft, but they will firm up as they cool. So allow them to cool in the pan for about 20 to 30 minutes or until the slab is firm. Once the slab is firm, grasp the overhanging parchment paper and gently and carefully transfer the slab to a wire rack. Make sure you are careful. Gluten-free baked goods are always fragile when they are warm. Now you can leave this just as it is and wait till it cools completely and then slice it into your desired size bars. Or you can do what I'm doing, and as soon as you transfer it to the wire rack, sprinkle it with a little bit of powdered sweetener. If you do choose to sprinkle it with some powdered sweetener, make sure you put some parchment paper underneath your wire rack before you sprinkle on the powdered sweetener. That way you can have a little bit less of a mess that way. Once you've sprinkled on the powdered sweetener, allow the slab to cool completely before you cut it into your desired size pieces. Once the bars have cooled completely and you've cut them into your desired size bars, you can serve them immediately. If you do have any leftovers, store them in an airtight container at room temperature for up to 1 week. Eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.